the English language as spoken by the British.
You mean Oxbridge?
Well, you're a
Wait
good
till after
heckler.
you hear the poem.
You're a good heckler. You're a good heckler. We should do that. We should script that. We need to script that better. I need to come back on that fast. Okay. But it's written in the idiom as spoken by Jews in a very specific geography, okay? And it's a political decision to write in this way, because we have Jews in St. John's Wood who sound more clipped than any English person from Oxbridge. They just, nobody sounds like them, okay? And then you have Jews from Ilford who sound a complete other way. I mean, it's fascinating what Jews do. But in Golders Green and Hendon, we have an idiom, we have grammar. You know, you don't pop round to someone's house, which is received idiom. You say, I'll come by you after Shabbos. Okay? Of course. Yeah. And on the whole, I think that this idiom is very influenced by Ashkenazi Judaism, which is a bit funny for me since I'm a dyed-in-the-wall Bukhari. My grandparents left Bukhara in 1920, so I don't know what this is doing here. Marina Svetaeva said, all poets are Jews. Perhaps all poets are Yiddishists. I don't know. So it's called the Hendonists. And I wrote this poem because I read with Sean O'Brien, who's one of, well, he is, I think, England's best living poet. And he agreed to read with me at JW3, which is Europe's biggest Jewish cultural centre. And not everyone agrees to read with me, it has to be said. And not every publisher takes my work, it has to be said, but my own publisher has been very loyal. They often, well, that's not. The Hendonists. After Sean O'Brien's Novembrists, which I commend to you as a poem. It's got to be written of us that we were happy. Some in Brampton, some in Alexandra Road. Some with kosher kingdom sushi, some fed by gift. Others still cooking their own kugel, hamim. It's got to be written that all the different shuls made it back and forth, that shears furrowed brows, that women hugged big Talmuds, men tucked them under arm, and both stood foot to foot outside, waiting for lifts for 5-minute drives. It's got to be written that the bell never stopped ringing after 9, and some never gave at the door, others always did. Parents, children, housekeepers, handed reluctant, embarrassed, generous or indifferent pennies, pounds, fivers to charismatic or coarse schnorrers, whose drivers' engines idled as they checked their lists. Business, duty, this small sector of the mechanics of self-help. They've got to be named. Norwood Ravenswood, Jewish Care, Emunah, Wheatso, Harif, Kisharon, Camp Simcha, the school boards, Hasmo, Yavna, The Independent, Sinai, Matilda Marks, Yusodia Torah, their graduate destinations, Yeshiva, Sem, Haksharad, universities, Shidduchs or Machal, unanalogous to Isisian brides or Syrian bullies. Jobs, marriage, birth, pedyons, brisses, simchat bats, ber-mitzvahs, bikor halims, shivers, Bushy, Waltham Abbey, Hoop Lane, Edgware. Friday nights, Shabbos lunches, Sudas, Chagim, Shlachmanot, saplings, fancy dress, drunks, lulavs, sukkahs, apples, honey, Alex Shire's beehives, fasts, feasts, flowers. hakafoted, cleaned, challah-baked, bedikatted, bathed, dechametz, memunad, kaleidoscope must be looked into before it's twisted, turned, worded, wide, worried over. It's got to be written that we were happy day by day, embedded, layered, accustomed, institutioned, libraried, shabbasand, idiomed, grammared, minhaged even, as we took the temperature with our elbows, looked at, or were blind to, a future we were written out of.
Thank you. Achrona, Chaviva.